offense that had lost its way, Molly. It's coming off a performance in which it had its worst offensive performance in 25 years. They mustered together 121 yards in total offense. This is an organization that essentially benched its quarterback, Matt Ryan, 2 weeks ago, fired its offensive coordinator last week, Marcus Brady, and then fired its head coach, Frank Reich, today. These are the moves that have taken place so far, but clearly the owner, Jim Irsay, not happy with the direction of this franchise, with the way the offense is performing, and to go into New England and to get blown out there and to have your record fall to only 3-5-1, frankly, was not enough to keep Mr. Irsay at bay. He got very antsy and very disappointed and decided to fire Frank Reich, who was in his 5th season as the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts. And as you mentioned, oddly enough, this all was created when Josh McDaniels backed out of the job, and they play Josh McDaniels on Sunday.
Going full circle. Real quick here, Adam, who are the hot names out there right now in the pipeline potentially for head coaching jobs?
Well, Molly, here's the thing. We're on November 7th, and we're going to get a lot of coaches introduced into the mix. We've seen 2 head coaches fired already. Matt Rule, where Steve Wilkes has taken over as the interim head coach in Carolina. And the Colts will have a decision to make as to what they're going to do at that spot right now. But you'll hear the usual suspects from the usual winning teams. That's what happens. The teams that win usually produce head coaching candidates. And so there's a lot of time to get to the pool of candidates and to go through the interview process. I think it's more notable right now the fact that we're on November 7th, that we've already seen 2 head coaching changes after a year in which there were almost a record number of them. And there is less patience for head coaches than ever before, and it's manifesting itself again today, this time in the city of Indianapolis, where Frank Reich is fired as the Colts head coach.
Absolutely. Adam Schefter, thank you so much. Appreciate you. I want to bring in the guys now. RC, Playmaker, and Irv, I'll start with you. Big reaction there, and Stephen A. obviously as well, when you heard the news.
Yeah, I was shocked, actually. I know they're not doing well right now, but Frank's a hell of a coach. And I'm going to tell you right now, I guarantee you Frank will be on the short list to get a job again real soon. I thought he had compiled a pretty good team there. The only thing, Ryan, that I didn't like was how he kept going to the well, trying to rekindle a fire in all these old guys at quarterback, because I know they felt they had the talent to win right now, and they do have some talent on that team. But by the time they've gone through that well so many times, way back to the Phillip Rivers, and keep recycling these guys, you could have developed your young quarterback right now, and maybe he could have held on to his job a little while longer. But I'm shocked by this announcement.
Well, I think the thing is, when you look at Chris Ballard, and this team felt like it was always chasing Andrew Luck. Right, they felt like with the team they had when Andrew Luck retired, they were going to be a championship football team. So for them, it wasn't about going to get one of these young quarterbacks or trying to draft high enough in order to have that guy you can build around. They always thought, let's win right now. And so you've had these older retreads. I mean, it started with Jacoby Brissett, and then you move on to Phillip Rivers. They get Carson Wentz, and you think, oh, this is the time. He's back with Frank Reich. And then that team also underachieves, doesn't even make the playoffs. And then obviously we see what happened this year with Matt Ryan. I think if you're Jim Irsay, if you're the GM, Chris Ballard at the time, who's probably trying to save his job as well, you're looking to make a change, you're looking to get a spark, and hopefully finish this season strong. But for Frank Reich, I believe the writing was on the wall when they moved totally away from Matt Ryan the rest of the season to go to young quarterback Sam Ehlinger. They said to themselves, this team can't do it, they won't do it, and now it's time to make the next step to getting our new head coach.
I'm here for y'all. I'm here for y'all. Let me put it succinctly. Frank Reich is to blame for the ineptitude of the team over the last 2 years, because Frank Reich is the one that convinced them Carson Wentz was going to work. And then Carson Wentz, with a playoff on the line, lost a home game against the Las Vegas Raiders last year before stinking up the joint with a 26-11 defeat in the season finale with a playoff berth on the line against the woeful Jacksonville Jaguars. Remember that?
Yeah.
I do. And then this year he said, okay, Carson Wentz was not that guy. All right, because it's the same Frank Reich that took him to the postseason 2 of the previous 3 years. It's the same Frank Reich that had won a playoff game, okay? And the bottom line is we're going to give you another shot. Then he said Matt Ryan's the guy. And Matt Ryan's throwing 9 touchdowns and 9 interceptions.
Did he
and with
say
Jonathan
that, or
Taylor,
did the
fresh
GM
off
do
of
that, though?
1,800 runs. I understand that. I guess what I'm saying to you, Ryan, is this. If the GM did it, right, then he'll be gone. I just find it very, very difficult to believe that at 3-5-1, with Frank Reich taking you to the playoffs 2 of the 3 previous years, with Frank Reich being a guy that won a Super Bowl as a quarterback coach, okay, lands the job in Indy, I find it very difficult to believe that you just let him go, but it has nothing to do with Carson Wentz and Matt Ryan. Somehow, some way, he convinced them these are the guys, and that's why he's gone. If it was Chris Ballard, I find it very difficult to believe that Irsay would have said, oh, Frank Reich is out the door, but you staying? Please, you can pack your bags right along with them. I find it very difficult to believe that he would have allowed that to happen. Because if 8 games into the season, you can make or 9 games into the season, you could make the decision to let him go with about 7 or 8 games left, right? And you can let him go, then it's easy to let the GM go too. Why would you keep him but let go of the head coach in the middle of the damn season unless the head coach is the one you hold primarily responsible for the ineptitude at the quarterback position that we've witnessed? Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.